In this video, you will discover mind-blowing facts, from the concept of wormholes to a shocking event in Japan's mountains that has stunned the entire country. A dark secret of Mount Fuji has made the world feel threatened, and why Nikola Tesla used to electrify his own body. You will explore unknown and unique facts from various fields in this video. Fact number: the nuclear bomb dropped on Hiroshima, which vaporized an entire city, contained 50 kilograms of uranium. While this is common knowledge, a fascinating item displayed in a museum reveals something shocking. Look at your screen. This illustration explains a terrifying reality. The small cube shown in the image is tiny enough to fit in your palm. The bomb that destroyed an entire city contained 50 kilograms of uranium, but only 1 to 2 kilograms actually underwent nuclear fission. Even this tiny amount was enough to vaporize an entire city. If the full 50 kilograms had reacted, it might have wiped out an entire country. Now, the question arises: if 50 kilograms of uranium was used, why did only a small portion undergo fission? The answer is that in a nuclear chain reaction, not all uranium atoms split. As soon as even 5 to 10 grams of uranium react, they cause such massive destruction that the chain reaction gets disrupted before the full amount can be used. Even today, nuclear weapons do not achieve a complete chain reaction. Nearly 99% of the uranium in a bomb remains unused. This fact highlights just how powerful uranium-235 is. If a simple firecracker contained uranium instead of regular explosives, it could vaporize everything within a 3 to 4 kilometer radius. Producing even a small amount of uranium-235 takes 5 to 6 years in a factory. And no, you can't just go online and order 1 kilogram of uranium-235. Fact number 7. Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest inventors in history, once claimed that he could live beyond 100, possibly up to 150 years. Most people couldn't understand why he said this. Tesla's experiments with electricity and energy were revolutionary. He believed that humanity had not yet fully harnessed the true power of electricity, and that it had far more potential than we realized. One of Tesla's most intriguing theories was that electricity could extend human lifespan. He believed that controlled electrical exposure could have therapeutic effects on the human body. Some reports even suggest that Tesla would privately give himself electric shocks, hoping to validate this theory. However, this idea did not work as he had hoped. Tesla passed away at the age of 86. Fact number 6. Star wormholes are space shortcuts that could theoretically allow us to travel billions of kilometers in just a few months. Even traveling at the speed of light would take thousands of years, but wormholes could provide an alternative. To understand this, imagine a simple A4-sized sheet of paper. One end represents Earth, and the other end represents the farthest edge of our galaxy. Even with the fastest spaceship, it would take 100,000 years to reach the other side. However, space can bend like fabric. Instead of traveling across the entire distance, a wormhole could create a shortcut by bending space itself. If space folds, a hole would form, instantly connecting 2 points, allowing us to travel in a second instead of thousands of years. This is called a wormhole shortcut, also known as the Einstein-Rosen bridge. Just like we recently saw the first real image of a black hole, something science had never directly observed before. Perhaps one day, scientists will also find or create a wormhole. Fact number 5. A shocking event has recently occurred in Japan. For the first time in 130 years, Mount Fuji, Japan's most famous mountain, has not received snowfall by November. Historically, by this time of year, Mount Fuji would be completely covered in snow. This unusual occurrence is a clear sign of drastic climate change and global warming. News reports confirm that such an event has never been recorded in history. Fact number: have you ever counted the number of wires inside a desktop computer? Today's computers may have 20 to 30 cables, but in 1958, an IBM computer had nearly 15,000 wires. Building computers in those days was a painstaking process, requiring engineers to manually assemble thousands of components. Despite this, those computers were far less powerful than today's smartphones. Fact number 3. Bitcoin, the world's first cryptocurrency, was created by an unknown person or group using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. Years have passed, yet no one knows Nakamoto's real identity or where they are today. They could be living in secrecy somewhere, completely disconnected from the world, or may have even changed their identity. This remains one of the biggest mysteries of the digital age. Fact number 2. Have you ever heard of the most valuable company in history? At its peak in the 1920s, a single trading company controlled half of the world's trade and had an estimated value of $8 trillion. Its economic influence was so powerful that it shaped international trade for over 200 years. Fact number 1. Gold has been considered the ultimate store of value for centuries. Unlike paper money, which relies on governments, gold is a universal currency that has maintained its worth throughout history. It is often called the God's currency because of its lasting value and stability.